Hello friends, in this video let's solve a problem based on theories of failure. Concentrated load, a circular bar of 600 mm length supported freely at its two ends. A circular bar, it is freely supported at two ends. It is acted upon a central load having minimum value of 30 kN, maximum value of 60 kN. It is applied W max and W minimum. Determine the diameter of bar taking the factor of safety 1.8, size factor, surface finish factor, material properties per of a given, ultimate strength, yield strength and the entrance values are given. Now see, there is two loads, length given data here, length equals 600 millimeter and the maximum load, minimum loads value is given. W minimum is 30 kilonewton, 30 into 10 power 3 Newton, and W maximum is 60 kilonewton, and the factor of safety value is 1.8, and K size factor is 0.85, K surface finish factor is 0.9, and material properties are given. Ultimate strength sigma U equal 700 megapascal, sigma Y yield strength is 600 megapascal, and entrance strength sigma E equal 400 megapascal. Load is varying from 30 to 60 kilonewton. Now this load is acting centrally, so what will happen at point A and B? It will create a moment. Let's find the bending moment for these two loads, maximum load and minimum loads. We need to find the diameter of the rod. Diameter. Let's find the bending moment. Here W total length is 600 and this one is 300. Two loads 30 and 60. Maximum bending moment. For a simply supported beam, W max into L by 4. Here W max is 60 kilonewton into length value 600 divided by 4. So W bending moment maximum. Bending moment maximum is 9 into 10 power 6 Newton millimeter. Let's find the minimum bending moment equal W minimum into length divided by 4. Here 30 into 10 power 3 into 600 divided by 4. So bending moment minimum is equal 4.5 into 10 power 6 Newton millimeter. Now let's find the average bending moment, that is mean bending moment, average mean bending moment, that is mean bending moment equal bending moment maximum plus bending moment minimum divided by 2. So here 9 plus 4.5 divided by 2 into 10 power 6. So the mean bending moment is 6.75 into 10 power 6 Newton millimeter. Now let's find the variable bending moment. Variable bending moment. These are we are finding to find out the stresses. Variable bending moment is equal to maximum bending moment minus minimum bending moment divided by 2. So here 9 minus 4.5 divided by 2 into 10 power 6. So this variable bending moment is 2.25 into 10 power 6 Newton millimeter. Now let's find the bending stress. For that, let me use the bending equation M by I equal sigma by Y. So sigma B equal M by Z. Let's find the Z value. Z equal circular rod, so pi by 32 into d cube. So 0.0982 d cube in terms of d. Let's substitute this value in this equation. So mean bending stress equal M value, mean bending moment value is 66.75 into 10 power 6 divided by Z value is 0.0982 d cube. Let's substitute here and we found the value 68.73 into 10 power 6 divided by d cube in Newton per millimeter square. Let's find the variable stress here. The variable bending stress is equal to bending moment variable divided by Z. We found that bending moment variable value is 2.25 into 10 power 6 divided by Z value is 0.0982 d cube. So the variable bending stress in terms of d is 22.91 into 10 power 6 divided by d cube. Now let's go to the theories according to Goodman's theory. This is the formula for Goodman theory. Here number of factors are given. Suppose stress concentration factor is given, just you multiply with sigma variable and the remaining factor should be multiplied with this one, that is K surface finish factor into K size factor. Let's substitute the value here. Factor of safety value is 1.8 equal mean stress value is 68.737 into 10 power 6 divided by d square. Sigma u value is 700 plus sigma v value is 22.91 into 10 power 6 divided by d cube into here also d cube into 400 and kf value is 1 divided by k surface value is 0.9 into 0.85. So again let's simplify this. 1.8 equal 98.2 into 10 power 3 divided by d cube plus 74.86 into 10 power 3 divided by d cube. Now the d cube is equal 311,508. So diameter equal 67.78 millimeter according to Goodman's theory. Let's find this diameter according to Soderberg theory. This is the formula for Soderberg. Here stress concentration factor given, multiply with the K variable stress, and remaining factors let you multiply with this, that is surface factor into size factor. Now let's substitute the value here. Let's simplify this. 1 divided by 1.8 equal 114.562 into 10 power 3 divided by d cube plus 74.86 into 10 power 3 divided by d cube. So the value d cube is equal 340,759. Now the diameter is 69.8 millimeter. So the diameter according to Soderberg theory is approximately equal 70 millimeter. For Goodman is 67 millimeter. So the highest value we can take this value. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and share with your friends. Thank you.